welcome back to Stories in the Civic. My name is None of Your Business, and I am actually going to tell you some stories that I started out telling you yesterday, but that camera was recording my hands. So I decided to redo them. So anyway, we're going to do some storytelling. The first story, and this will be a two-part series. The first story is the first time I got arrested. My last episode, I told you guys that I went to jail for a while and how to deal with a little bit of social anxiety and how I helped or how I did that. But this one is just kind of a real true story, right? So, first time I went to jail, I was about 13, I think, maybe 14. And I had just started smoking weed. My parents had gotten divorced. I was a wild child already. I was already pretty wild as a kid to begin with, but you introduced drugs and I was all about it. So I went ahead and found a buddy who would smoke weed with me. And I didn't know we had played football together. I had no idea that this kid smoked. And he was like, yeah, I smoke. And me and him were stupid as hell. And we were like, all right, well, if you have weed, I'll smoke it. And I think I had the weed or he had the weed, whatever. I think he did. And he was like, yeah, we'll go roadie. So we didn't even know what like a roadie was. And we were too afraid of smoking it while driving. So he's like, I know the perfect spot. And the perfect spot ended up being this abandoned it was a school. It was like it was a small school, so it had to have been like an abandoned grade school, and it had this horseshoe shape of a building, and it was like, I don't know, it seemed like the perfect spot because we could like park in the horseshoe shape and no one would ever see us, right? Well, that's not true. So we started smoking and we literally were like I don't know, 2 bowls in, I guess. And for guys who never smoke a lot, that's a lot. And we started getting paranoid. So we were getting paranoid, and all of a sudden a police car goes past the opening of this little horseshoe, and we both look at each other, our hearts like totally stop, and sure as shit the cop like reverses his car back and closes the opening. So we're just stuck there freaking out, and we didn't know what to do. So I want to say we both froze. Like we had no idea what to do. So we obviously he pulls us out, asks us what we're doing there. It just reeks like weed. He knows what's up. It turns out that spot is like patrolled heavily, for obvious reasons, because people smoke back there all the time. We both denied that the weed was ours, and basically he started crying because his mom was way more vicious than my mom was. So I ended up taking the rap for it and fingerprinted all that nonsense. Got the whole talking to about how drugs are bad. And I think it was $125 ticket and a very pissed off mother. And that was how I got arrested my first time.